Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be playing Doki Outcast. Yeah, it's a mod that kind of looking forward to for a bit, and figured I'd do a let's play of it, especially since somebody recommended I do that. And features, my favorite character in the in DDLC, Yuri. So yeah, see how this goes. Oh yeah, I previously started a game and I played for a little bit before deciding, oh yeah, maybe I should record this. Anyway, okay, the developers talk now. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is this thing even working? Oh, hello there. Thank you so much for playing Doki Outcast. I spent a long time developing it and would love to hear what you think when you're finished. Your multiple endings, choices, and different scenes, it won't be a completely linear experience. Feel free to save at any point and go back to see what you missed. Well, after 7 months of development, here's Doki Outcast. I hope you like it, Matt. That would be Mattercraft, right? I presume. That's the name that's his profile's name. But anyway, Act 1, Chapter 1, The Meeting. So yeah, the setup, like the music and setup and the title screen is cool. Let's see how this looks. I wake up to the sound of my alarm clock and shut it off. The clock reads 7:30 a.m. Tuesday. I feel tired as I proceed to get out of bed. I rub my eyes and stretch. I don't want to be late for school. Or do I? I get dressed for school and head downstairs. Walk into my kitchen to make breakfast. So I'm eating cereal since I don't have much time until school starts. Get my breakfast, grab my school bag, walk out my front door. Hope these details become important later. I'm kidding. I start walking to school. As I'm doing so, I hear someone calling out to me. It's a girl's voice, not only that, but a very familiar one. I turn around to see my dear friend Sayori running towards me. Hey Dormies, wait for me! Patiently wait for Sayori to catch up. She's one of my closest friends, dating back to my childhood. Sayori finally catches up to me, completely out of breath. Just give me a second. I patiently wait as Sayori struggles to catch her breath. Alright, I'm better now. How are you this morning, Sayori? I am great. You almost got away from me, but I caught you. It's only because I stalled for you, silly. Yeah, I guess that's true. Anyway, how are you this morning? I'm good, just a little tired is all. Spent a lot of time watching anime and playing video games this weekend. You should really consider getting more rest, Tormuse. Sleep is really good for you. I know. Time just gets away from me. Do you really even do much outside of those two hobbies? I think to myself for a second. I guess I really don't. To be honest, I kind of became more isolated throughout the years. It's not that I don't enjoy the company of people, I just prefer to be alone most of the time. Not really, now that I think about it. Maybe you should try out some new things at school. There are plenty of fun things to do. Like what? Well, how about clubs? That's always a great place to start. I don't know. There aren't many clubs that interest me. Would you like to attend the one I'm in? I'm the vice president. I'm sure you'd like it. What club is it? It's the one that me and my friends made. The Literature Club. The Literature Club? Siri, I don't think so. Why not? Well, I'm not very good at literature. I can barely write my own name legibly. That's a great line. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Because you're my best friend. Aw. I only want what's best for you, Tormuse. Can you at least give it a try for me? Siri smiles at me, accompanied by big blue puppy dog eyes. She always does this. I shouldn't be so gullible at this point. I know that you'll like it. Okay, I get a choice. In fact, I already knew that because I saved it this point before. Okay, so up after this, like, I haven't seen any of the game, so I have no idea what's coming. All right, that's interesting. That I actually have a choice to decline her offer. I can decide not to go to the Literature Club. I don't know what that does to the game, but I'm gonna move things along and accept her offer. All right, I'll stop by. No promises though. Yay! Was she even listening to me? I can't believe I once again let myself get lectured by Sayori. I'll just have to see how it turns out. Both resume or walk to school. I have a feeling she might have had the same reaction even if I said no. Sayori and I say our goodbyes as we head off to our classes. Bye, Tormuse. See you at the club. Oh, that reminds me. Where exactly is it located? It's just up the stairs and down the hall where all the third-year classes are. You can't miss it. Alright, sounds good. See you later, Sayori. This is going to be so much fun. Yeah, I hope so at least. Head off to my class. School day is pretty ordinary and it's over before I know it. The bell rings and all the students leave the classroom. I walk out into the hallway. Start walking to the club room. What will I even say when I get there? I don't read or write that often, at least not in my free time. I hardly know anything about literature, unless you count manga as such. I'll just have to try and act natural. It's only a club after all. Can't be that bad. As I turn into the hallway, I accidentally ran into a girl in front of me, because I wasn't paying much attention. Turned to the girl I just ran to. She looks back at me. Oh my goodness! I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. She looks away embarrassed. I don't think she needs to be apologizing. I was the one clearly in a rush and not paying attention to my surroundings. Oh no, don't be. I was in a rush. I ran to you by accident. I'm really sorry. She seems a little shy. I need to save the situation. Hey, I promise you didn't do anything wrong. It was entirely my fault. There's no need to dwell on it. Besides, it was just an accident, right? I suppose you are right. Are you alright? Are you hurt? No, I'm fine. Good. I looked down for a brief second and realized she had dropped her books after I ran into her. Oh, your books. Let me get them for you. I get on my hands and knees and begin picking up all of her books. While grabbing them, I noticed that they're not school textbooks. She was carrying a handful of novels. She must be into reading. I get back up on my feet and give the books back to her. Here you go, all of your books. Hopefully they aren't damaged or anything. Oh, I'm sure they're fine. Thank you, she said this for a second. It's only then that I realized I haven't introduced myself yet. Oh, sorry, my name is Termes. Nice to meet you, Termes. My name is Yuri. Nice to meet you as well, Yuri. I offer my hand to Yuri. She accepts my handshake. We stand there awkwardly for a few seconds. So, where are you going, Yuri? I was actually going to attend my club. Oh, what club is that? It's a literature club. Should have guessed based on the amount of reading material she possessed. Well, what a coincidence. I was thinking that way myself. Oh, really? I haven't seen you in there before. Are you a member? Well, I tried forming an answer, but then I realized that it's still not set in stone that I've joined. I actually found out about the club because of a friend and thought I'd give it a try. Well, it's very thoughtful of you, even if you're just doing so because they requested you to try it. It's very endearing. Yuri gives me a warm smile. Aw. It's a very pleasant sight, to be honest. She almost seems to understand my situation. So I pretty much did plead for me to join. Thank you, Yuri. Well, in that case, would you like to walk there together? Yuri has a look of uncertainty on her face. You don't have to if you don't want to. I just figured since we were heading in the same direction was all. Alright. That would be nice. Alright, let's go. Yuri and I resume our walk to the literature club. It's quiet most of the way, but I personally don't mind. Neither does Yuri, it seems. We eventually arrive at the club. I peek inside the door to see if there's anybody else inside. I see 3 girls, 2 of which I can't make out as they've turned around. However, of those 3 girls, I see Sayori sitting in the room. Well, here we go. I grab the handle and open the door. I enter the room, followed by Yuri, and close the door behind me. Termes, you came! I try to keep my promises, don't I? Hello, Termes. It's nice to see you here. My heart skips a beat. It's Monica, the most popular girl in school. She's in the literature club? Thanks for stopping by my club. She's even the president? Guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Monica has been the leader of many clubs after all. Hey, Monica. Thanks for having me. Come on, Sayori. You seriously brought a boy? Out of nowhere, the 3rd girl walks up. It's hard for me to tell if she's even the same year as us. Either way, she hasn't exactly given me the most warm welcome. Yeah, Termes is really cool. He's super nice and works hard. Not so sure about the works hard part, but I'll take the compliment. Way to ruin the atmosphere. She slips back into her seat. I'm sorry about Natsuki, Termes. I promise you she's not normally like this. She's just not used to having boys in the club. Really excited to have you here. Monica gives me a smile. Thank you, Monica. It's nice, albeit a bit uncomfortable. I guess I'm just not used to being around cute girls. I'm guessing you know Yuri as well, correct? Well, actually, I look next to me and don't see Yuri. I then catch her sitting at a desk reading a book. Seems that she had quietly dismissed herself from the group. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. We actually just met. We bumped into each other in the hallway and decided to walk here together. Perfect, I guess you know everyone then. Ooh, Termes, come and sit down. Not everyone. You didn't introduce Natsuki, but whatever. We have just arranged for the meeting today. Alright. I brought some homemade cupcakes. Did she get introduced? Oh, sorry about Natsuki. Okay, I guess they did give her a name. How about I make some tea as well? I sit down at the group of tables. It's going pretty good so far. Monica sits across from me. Sari follows shortly afterwards and sits next to me. So, what are you interested as far as reading term use? Have you always had a correlation with literature? And there goes my relaxation. Well, ta-da! I'm interrupted as Natsuki brings a tray full of cupcakes to the table. Without even trying one, I can already tell they taste delicious. I hope you guys like them. Sari grabs one almost immediately. Monica and I grab one as well. It's so good. Thanks, Natsuki. Natsuki gives Sari a huge smile. She must really enjoy sharing her baking with others. Natsuki then looks back at us almost as if she's waiting for our responses. Monica bites into her cupcake. I follow suit. Just as I imagined, the cupcake is very delicious and full of flavor. Monica looks surprised as well. Very delicious. Thank you, Natsuki. Some of your best baking yet. I agree, it was very good. Thanks, Natsuki. You made them yourself? Yep, all made from scratch. It's very good, thank you. You actually liked it? Absolutely, why wouldn't I? Well, because... Natsuki's hesitating. It's not like I made for them for you or anything. I know, I just thought you did a good job was all. But thanks, I guess. As we continue talking, Yuri walks over to the table carrying a tea set. He sets it down on the desk and puts a teacup in front of each of us. She has pouring tea for everyone. Are you a fan of oolong tea, Tormuse? I've actually never had it before, but I do enjoy tea. I'm sure I'll like it, though. Yuri smiles as she pours tea into my cup. Just like Natsuki, she seems excited about sharing with someone else. After everyone has served tea and cupcakes, we all sit down and continue where we left off. So what were you saying, Tormuse? Yes, to be completely honest, I actually don't read nearly as often. I read manga, but that's about it. Not much of a reader, are we? It's funny that Monica has that line. Well, it's not that I don't enjoy reading. Don't fret, Tormuse. There's plenty of material that I'm sure you'd like. We can find something for you to enjoy, Tormuse, no matter your reading or interest level. Thank you, guys. It's very nice of you. What do you enjoy reading, Yuri? Me? Let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri continues on, clearly passionate about her reading. Whenever she speaks, I can't help but listen. Yuri has a very calm voice, one that I could listen to all day. But I enjoy a lot of things. I like stories with deep psychological and horror elements as well. They can really turn the tables, all while making you question your own morality. I didn't know you liked horror, Yuri. Kind of surprised me considering how gentle a person you are. I guess you could say that. Really, anything could take me to another world if written well. I find it difficult to put it down afterwards. I hate horror. Oh? How come? Well, I just don't think there's much to it. Every horror novel I ever read just felt the same. It's like they had nothing more to them other than gore and shock value. There's much more to them than that, Natsuki. Maybe. That's just me. You just like reading about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? No, Yeah, Natsuki, you're the cute type, huh? Your baking, your personality, your writing, everything you do just screams cuteness. I'm not cute. You write poetry, Natsuki? No. I don't think it's a bad thing if you do. Fine, I like to write poems on occasion, okay? I see that you're mixing up the canon dialogue a bit, but were poems even mentioned there? But I don't know. In the original, Monica says she's found a poem that Natsuki wrote, but in this, their poetry wasn't mentioned, so it looks a little off. But whatever. Moving on. I'm nitpicking. Look at poems on occasion, okay? You should show them sometime. Natsuki averts her eyes. No, you wouldn't like them. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you think you could show some of your work, Yuri? Maybe Natsuki would be willing to open up if you set an example for her. I guess it's the same for Yuri. But I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, everyone, I have an idea. Natsuki and Yuri look at Monika with curiosity. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. What do you guys say? Yeah, I'm in. Let's do it. Alright, let's say Yuri's in. Come on, Natsuki, please. Natsuki ponders for a second. She finally speaks up. Guess I don't have much of a choice, do I? Fine, I'll do it. Yay, thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Everyone stares at Yuri, eagerly anticipating a response. Alright. Okay, you're the best, Yuri. What have I gotten myself into? You'll be okay, Yuri, I promise. What about you, Tarmies? I realize I haven't given my final verdict about being a member yet. I feel it would be necessary to address that first before doing anything else. Well, I'm not sure if this club is for me. That might not be the best way to phrase that. I have other clubs to look at, and all the girls look at me with dejected eyes. I can tell that my answer made them a little disappointed. But I'm sorry, I thought Tormuse. So, seeing that, I can't help thinking of that the Game Grumps scene when the guy yelled, "We're sinking!" Sorry, man in the side there. I feel a sense of regret almost immediately. They seem so happy about having a new member. Girls have been so nice and welcoming. I can't let them down. Plus, Sarah's right about me trying new things. I feel like experiencing literature might be useful in some way. You know, I may have judged this club a little too early. Alright, I made my decision. I'll join the literature club. The girls will look at me again, their eyes lighting up. Really? Yay, thank you, Tormuse. Sarah wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really scared me for a second. Good. If you came only for the cupcakes, I'd been super pissed. Well, that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Okay, everyone. I think we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. And remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Mama looks over at me once more. Tormuse, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah, I'll do my best, Monika. Monika smiles and then walks back to her desk. I proceed to get up from my chair. Natsuki and Yuri clean up their food. I go up to Sayori and ask if she'd like to walk home together. I'm good for today, Tormuse. Oh, that's different. Sorry, I have to stay for a while to help Monika with a few things. I understand, Sayori. I'll see you later then. Okay, bye, Tormuse. I walk out of the classroom and into the hall. That was a pretty interesting day. I actually enjoyed myself. Mom must have worked really hard to find these girls. While they all have similar interests, they're all unique in their own ways. Maybe I can become good friends with them. Either way, I have to write a poem for the next day. He's going to run into Yuri right now, right? That's the only reason I can think of that Sarah didn't walk home with him. Feeling a little uninspired, though. Maybe I can go somewhere peaceful to write. That's usually a good step to getting inspiration. Hey. I walk outside the school entrance and ran a direction. I don't think going home would be a good choice, considering I'd probably procrastinate. Walk for about 10 minutes before I take a break and sit on a nearby bench. Take off my school bag and lay it down. Poems. Take out my notebook and pen to start writing. Can't think of anything to write. I feel like I'm already experiencing writer's block. I would not make a good writer. What makes you say that? Eh? Yeah, I knew Yuri was going to show up. I look up to see Yuri filling my vision. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Please forgive me. Yuri looks way embarrassed. You're okay, Yuri. Don't even worry about it, I'm fine. I just didn't see you at all. Right. I was just walking home, I saw you sitting here, so I thought I could come and say hi? Oh, that's very thoughtful of you, Yuri. There's a moment of silence between us. So, what were you saying before? No, not that I was listening or anything. It's nothing, really. I was just having trouble coming up with something to write for the club. I see. No inspiration, I assume. Exactly. It's also the fact that I don't write poetry very often. Well, I can see you made a smart decision by going somewhere that could inspire you. Yeah, I find this area somewhat relaxing. Yuri nods in agreement. May I? Yuri points to an empty spot on the bench. Oh. Of course. Yuri sits down next to me. Thank you. Anytime. Do you have an idea of what you'd like to write about? Honestly, I don't. I'm sure it must be a lot easier for you guys. You guys are all so talented. Oh, don't put yourself down like that, Tremuse. We all start somewhere, don't we? I love poetry and writing, but I struggled at first as well. It takes time and practice. That's true. What inspires you, Yuri? Maybe that can give me an idea. Me? That's difficult to answer, as there are many things. Like reading? Precisely. Reading is something I'm very passionate about. You can take inspiration from anything, even the little things. Even the little things. Yuri gives me a reassuring nod. You seem to be very educated on the matter, Yuri. Well, thank you. I wouldn't say I'm an expert, I just really enjoy it. Do you feel more inspired now? Yeah, I think I have a good idea now. Yuri gives me a gleeful smile. Wonderful. Soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I'm not sure about that, but thank you. She then looks at her phone to check the time. I'm sorry, but I must be heading home. I have some homework to finish. Oh, of course. I wasn't even paying attention to the time. Have a good evening, Yuri. You as well, Tormuse. Good luck with the writing. I'll do my best. Yuri gets up from the bench and starts walking home. I call to her within a reasonable distance to speak. Hey, Yuri! She turns around. Thank you again for the advice. You've been very helpful. Yuri smiles. I'm glad I could be of assistance. Yuri once again smiles and walks off. I sit in silence. Not the end of the scene. It's been roughly 30 minutes since I started writing my poem. I checked for any spelling errors and ways to tighten it up to make the pacing flow better. And done. It's not perfect, but I don't think it's bad either. I'll have to wait and see what the girls say. For now, I should head home. It'll be getting dark soon. Yeah. Walk through my front door and into my kitchen. I'm a little hungry since I didn't eat very much today. Make myself a sandwich and sit at the kitchen table. Yeah, I'm feeling this mod feels a bit detail heavy. I mean, detail like there's some like stuff like this. I kind of wonder if like is this going somewhere or says like think of that sandwich was all right. Something compared to what my mom used to make. My parents are usually away from home, so I always make my own meals. I like to have them around more if I'm being honest. Anyone really, for that matter. Then again, I've been alone for so long that I've grown accustomed to it. Finish eating and make my way up to my room. Okay, so it informed his character a bit. I'm just noticing it. This mod seems just it's been a wee bit too much time on unnecessary details, I think. But we'll see where it goes. Anyway, I enter my room and change out of my school uniform and into some casual clothing. Always a nice feeling. I lie on my bed in silence. It's time for me to get some rest. It'll be a long day tomorrow. Okay, that seems like a good time to take a break for a second. Hey, we're into chapter 2. I will be right back. I'm going to pause recording. And back again. Yeah, I had to grab a bite to eat. It's actually kind of late and I should be heading to bed, but I'm going to plow on for a bit longer. Here we go. Chapter 2, New Perspective. School day ends as usual. Time for the club. Walk out of class and make my way to the club. Cross my fingers that poem sharing goes well. I open the club room door and enter. Hi again, Tormuse. Glad to see you back here again. Thank you for not running away on us. I laugh with Monica. No, I wouldn't do that. Like I said yesterday, I try to keep my promises. Good, I think you're really going to like it here. As club president, it's a privilege of mine to make it enjoyable for everyone. Just let me know if you need anything. Thanks, Monica. I'll keep that in mind. Monica heads back to her desk. I notice that everyone else is here and are already engaged in their respective activities. Yuri notices that I'm here and walks up to me. Hello, Tormuse. Hope this isn't too overwhelming for you. You're not as accustomed to literature, but you still came regardless. That's truly commendable of you. Yeah, I'm sure I'll get used to it soon. Don't worry, Tormuse. I know you will. After all, you always give your best effort. You even help me with busy work without me asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Aw, you don't have to feel that way, Yuri. You and Tormuse can become good friends too. Yuri averts her gaze. Sayori? Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Yuri glances at me. I feel just as uncomfortable as her now. Oh, Hermes, Yuri brought you something today. Well, wait, Sayori. Really? You brought something for me? Not really. Don't be shy, Yuri. It's really nothing. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, Yuri, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. You'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I promise not to make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, just one moment. Yuri reaches into her school bag and pulls out a book. I felt sorry about you not having any reading material, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. Even if you're not a voracious reader, it should keep your attention. I also thought we could, discuss it if you want to. I'm a little caught off guard, to be honest. How is Yuri accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thought I'd enjoy, despite the fact I'm not much of a reader. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book from Yuri's hands. That's a relief. Well, you may read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a chat in the corner. Yuri went back to reading her book, and meanwhile Natsuki's rummaging around the closet. Sit next to Yuri. He's gonna sit next to Yuri, right? That's how this goes, right? Time passes by, yet Monica has still not said a word. This might give me a chance to talk to Yuri. I slowly turn my head around my desk to locate where Yuri's at. I need a sense of the preposition. Yuri would disapprove. She's sitting at a desk in the corner of the classroom. I hope I don't distract her from her reading. As I approach Yuri, I notice an intense reading expression on her face. It's almost as if she has completely forgotten about the world around her. She did mention that she likes reading stories that take her to another place. Hi. Yuri suddenly jolted back into reality. Oh, hey, Termuse. You gave me a fright. I promise I'm not doing it on purpose. I don't blame you for it. I guess I'm just a little jumpy. You're fine. So what are you reading? I'm just reading the same book I gave you. That way I can stay up to date with what we discuss. Oh, I see. You have an extra copy of the same book? Well, technically, I gave you my copy and then I borrowed another one from the library. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I'm surprised that Yuri trusts me with her own copy, especially after I just met her. It's very kind of her to do. In that case, I'll make sure to treat it with more care than I did before. If you don't mind me asking, what's the book mostly about? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans the back of it. The book is titled When I'm Long Gone. Hey, no portrait of Markov. The cover is a light shade of blue and has a very intricate font. Can't make out the cover very well, but from what I can see, there's a silhouette of a girl on the front. The girl is standing in front of a sunset on top of a hill. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally spoil anything. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who lives with her parents. Her life was as normal as any other, but she contracts a fatal disease. She only has so long to live and tries to make every day she has left to count. The girl eventually meets this boy who she falls in love with. However, due to her illness, she's confronted with the issue of telling him how she feels before it's too late. Oh, that's a little sad, isn't it? But the story would be more lighthearted and nice, so that came out of nowhere. Yuri giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Termuse? Romance novels? Oh, no, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. I just really enjoy these kinds of stories. They challenge you to look at life from a new perspective. When horrible things start to unfold, you only have so much time left to express how you truly feel about someone. It makes you value life more. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. You don't have to apologize, Yuri. Believe me, I haven't lost interest. Even if it's not my preference when it comes to reading, I always like being challenged. So I'm sure that I will enjoy it regardless. Well, alright then. I should inform you that I have this problem, though. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I tend to forget to pay attention to other people. So please stop me if I start speaking too much. I would hate for you to feel left out because I was going on about my interests. I really don't think you need to worry, Yuri. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen, right? Well, that's true. In that case, would you like to read together? You don't have to if you don't want to. I don't mind. Let me get my coffee. I walk back over to my desk and grab my coffee, then I sit next to her. Is it okay if I sit here? Sure, go ahead. Are you okay, Yuri? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm fine, it's just... sorry, it's not that I don't want you to, I'm just not used to this. Reading in company, that is. I understand. Just let me know if I end up distracting you, okay? Okay. Yuri and I continue reading. As I'm reading, I see Yuri occasionally peeping over at my book instead of hers. Is she trying to figure out where I'm at? Sorry, I guess I'm a little distracted today. Yuri, you seem to apologize quite a lot, don't you? I do? I'm sorry. I mean... Here, will this help? Sit at my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book between the two of us. I suppose so. Yuri closes her own copy and puts it away. We each lean in a little bit, our shoulders almost touching. It feels like my left arm's in the way. I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it difficult to turn the page. Here. First Yuri CG. Yuri holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Now I turn the page. It slides under Yuri's thumb after it flips to her side. Wait a second. I just realized something. We're held even closer together than before. It's a bit distracting. I almost feel the warmth of Yuri's face. Not just that, but she's in the corner of my vision, have to focus. Are you ready? Turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay, Tormies. You're not as used to reading. I don't mind waiting for you to catch up. It's the least I can do. After all, you've been very patient with me. I feel as though I should return the favor. Yeah, thanks. We continue the next few chapters in silence. The book isn't half bad. Every chapter gets even more interesting than the previous one. I almost feel like I've been missing out. It's not that I don't enjoy romance stories, I just don't read often at all. I never really enjoyed reading because we were always forced to read boring material in our classes. You might have convinced me otherwise. As I'm reading, I'm noticing a pattern in the story. It's in the protagonist herself. Hey Yuri, this might sound a bit silly, but the main character kind of reminds me of you. Oh, you think so? How does she? Well, I just noticed that she second guesses all the things that she says and does. It's almost like she's afraid she'll do something wrong or hurt someone's feelings. They're just kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Tormies, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean to say it was a bad thing. I'm really sorry you took it that way, Yuri. I didn't know you're self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess what I meant to say is it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Let's go ahead and share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales despair from finishing her thought. Are you alright, Yuri? You seem a bit down. Sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. Oh no, it's not that. It's fine. I'm ready to share. Alright, just making sure. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I can do some more reading tonight, unless you prefer I read with you. I guess I don't have much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight, then. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit. That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the next few chapters. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. Sari, Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their own bags. I do the same myself. Let's do this. Here. There's a fair bit of vanilla DDLC, but there's enough differences to keep things interesting, so that's cool. Sorry, carry on. Phew, I finally finished talking with everyone about my poem. I glanced into the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated, but I finished sharing nonetheless. Even though my poem writing isn't up to par, I can safely say that everyone seemed to like it, even if they're just being nice. I'll have to keep trying, though. Should get better from here on with all the advice I receive. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily exchanging theirs. We look over at Yuri and Natsuki. They exchange their respective poems. Uh-oh, argument coming. I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something, Natsuki? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki returns the poem to the desk with one hand. She doesn't seem too impressed with it. It looks like she's trying to give Yuri a fake smile. Guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Excuse me? Hmm? It's cute? Did you completely miss the point of my poem? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was only trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, if you'd like, I have a couple of suggestions to help improve your... If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and so did Tormuse too. Based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. However, I haven't yet. And Tormuse liked my poem too. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh really? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress Tormuse, Yuri. Eh? That's not what you're just... Yuri gets up from her seat. Maybe you're just jealous that Tormuse appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Tormuse started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Guys, please stop. I don't like fighting. Suddenly both girls turn toward me. This isn't going well. Tormuse, she's just trying to make me look bad. Not true. She started it. You don't actually believe her, do you? If you could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. No point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason. I mean, you should jump out of the reader, not force them out to figure it out. How do I explain that to her, Tormuse? Oh wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, but it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Tormuse? Well... What did I do to get dragged into this? It's not like I'm an expert on writing or anything. Yuri and Natsuki are staring at me, waiting for my answer. I'll have to make a decision. Oh, this is interesting. There's a choice, but it's a different set of choices from the base game. Should I defuse the situation? Should I stay quiet? Should I ask for help? Is this the kind of thing where, like, staying quiet just impresses Yuri more because she's the quiet one, or is it better to take an active hand in trying to calm people down? Or maybe asking help, just somewhere in the middle, I guess. I'm considering the options. I'll have dramatically different implications, but I saved it, so let's pick something. I'm gonna go for diffusing situation. Maybe I can attempt to diffuse the situation. At this point, it's my best bet. Well, I think that you both bring up good points. Can't we just agree that there's no correct way when it comes to writing? After all, you both have good writing styles. Isn't that what matters the most? Natsuki stares at you with an angered expression. Yuri, on the other hand, appears to be thinking it over. Sorry, that's not how it works. You have to choose. You have to choose? I guess it's difficult. Is it my style or Yuri's? And we're back to square one. This isn't going well. Before I could say anything, Yuri broke the silence. I think Tormuse is right, Natsuki. We all have good writing styles. It just comes down to personal preference. You're making Tormuse and the others uncomfortable, so we should drop this conflict. Natsuki gives Yuri a miffed look. We? What do you mean, we? No, you are the one making him uncomfortable. Natsuki. If you hadn't been so obnoxious with your symbolism, this conflict wouldn't have happened. You just couldn't resist, huh? You tried to come off as being smart. In the end, you just end up being even more egotistical than before. I wonder why anybody can't take you seriously. Oh, hey, be nice. You're just a pretentious know-it-all, nothing less. Natsuki. There's nothing but silence between all of us. Everyone is shocked. He's sobbing. Yuri, wait! Yuri storms out of the classroom covering her face. Everyone's eyes land on Natsuki. Natsuki, is that any way to treat a fellow club member? Not just a member, but your friend? Oh, come on, Monica. It wasn't my fault. This wouldn't have happened if Yuri wasn't so stuck up. Natsuki, I don't care who started it. Yuri tried to end the conflict, but you kept going. She even apologized. You're taking her side? All I was doing was just defending my writing. Yuri was trying to change... No, she wasn't. I quietly exit the classroom while the girls settle their argument. This got bad so quickly. I need to find Yuri. Hope he's okay. I walk out into the corridor. Where could she have gone? I start walking in a random direction, gently calling out to Yuri. Yuri? Yuri, where are you? There's no response. I keep walking down the corridor. As I'm about to turn the corner, I see Yuri in my side view. She's sitting on a bench hunched over, her hands covering her face. I notice there are poems on the ground. It's crumpled up into a ball. She must have done it out of embarrassment. I pick it up and gently open it. Sobbing. Sorry, I'm not going to try to recreate a sobbing sound effect. I don't know how to approach a situation like this. I've never dealt with a girl crying before. Hey! Yuri looks at me, tears streaming down her face. She tries to say something, but the words don't come out. It must be difficult for her. Oh, hi, Tormuse. Are you okay, Yuri? Yuri shakes her head. Aww. There's silence for a moment. Natsuki's right, isn't she? Hey? She's right about my poetry, isn't she? Maybe it's not as great as I once thought. No, Yuri, your poetry isn't bad at all. I don't even think yet Natsuki meant what she said. I'm sure you didn't mean the things you said either. We were all under a little pressure today, so some of us might have been a little more critical than normal. I think you're great at poetry, Yuri. You don't have to try to cheer me up, Tormuse. I know it's not great. No, I'm serious. Really? Of course. You have a talent for writing, Yuri. You have a unique writing style. One that I don't see very often. You even influenced my writing. I did? Yeah, it wouldn't have turned out as great if it wasn't for you. I was also thinking back to when we were reading today. I didn't enjoy reading that much until you came along. No. I always felt that what we read in class was so lackluster and monotonous. I agree, it wasn't the most enjoyable material. But it was you, Yuri. You could help change my mind. You've taught me so much about literature, and it's only been my second day. I still have a lot to learn, but you're one of the reasons I want to keep learning. You understand what I'm saying? Yuri looks at me again. Do you really mean that, Tormuse? I couldn't be more certain. Yuri wipes away her tears. She smiles. Wow, I never imagined that my brain could influence someone. It's very flattering. Here, I hand Yuri back her poem. Keep this. Don't think anything less of it. You should be proud. Yuri takes the poem from my hands. Thank you, Tormuse. That means a lot. You're welcome. We both are silent. I think I did okay, but we're not finished. Maybe we should head back to the club? We can talk with everyone else and settle this. I agree. Yuri gets up from the bench and we walk back to the club room. We reach the classroom and enter. As we enter, the rest of the girls are standing there waiting for us. Hey guys. Yuri, are you alright? I am, thank you. Good. Natsuki? Natsuki looks over at Monica. Is there something you'd like to tell Yuri? She takes a deep breath. Yuri, Natsuki struggles to form her sentence. I want to say I'm sorry for what I said. I didn't really mean it. Poetry's actually pretty good. I just took your criticism the wrong way and I shouldn't have said those things. Even if it's not my favorite writing style, symbolism can be very effective at grabbing the reader's attention. I think you excel at that. I accept your apology, Natsuki. And I'm sorry that I didn't accurately describe your poem. I really wasn't trying to be hurtful. I think your writing is very effective, even if it's simple. No one achieves it as well as you do. Thanks. Are we still friends, Yuri? Yuri pushes us. Suki and hugs her. Aww. Still friends. Aww. Aww. Well, I can say this is a successful meeting. Malika walks over to me and whispers into my ear, "Thanks for talking to Yuri, Tarmies. You did good." Malika smiles at me. It's the least I can do. We're a club after all. That could have gone a lot worse. Not that Yuri and Natsuki saw their differences. They'll continue chatting until the club finally ends. Okay, everyone. It's about time for us to leave. I think poem sharing went very well. That being said, I'd like to do the same thing for tomorrow. Maybe you learn something from everyone here too, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. This means I can at least do a better job at improving my writing. I nod to myself with satisfaction. Hermes, I don't have to stay behind today. Do you want to walk home together? Of course, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It's been a while since Sayori and I have walked home together. She would normally stay behind for clubs. It's never been a better time to start walking with her again. Hey Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, the arguing between Yuri and Natsuki, does that happen often? No, not at all. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. They have my disagreements here and there, but nothing like that what we witnessed earlier. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I was just curious, that's all. They seem like good people. You can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. That's a relief. I think everyone really likes you. That's... Every day's going to be so much fun. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I would be lying if I said that I wasn't enjoying myself, though. That's great to hear. This is why you're so kind, Hermes. You gave the club a second chance, a chance even though you were unsure about literature. You're the best. I feel like I'm blushing. Thanks, Sayori. See you tomorrow, okay? Yep, see you tomorrow, Tomorrows. Sayori heads home. I walk to my front porch and open the door. And he's home alone again. I enter my house and go into the kitchen. I'm not too hungry, so I make a quick snack consisting of a glass of water and an apple. After I finish my snack, I head upstairs to my bedroom. I'm gonna read another poem. Feeling inspired, I sit at my desk and start writing a poem for the next day. I learned a lot from reading everyone's poems, so hopefully the next one I write will turn out better. And here's the next day, I guess. Okay, this seems like a good time to end this recording, I think. I'm going to... Oh, actually, wait. I'll at least get to the end of the day first. It took me less time to think of something to write this time. Maybe I'm still getting better at this. Who knows? Finish my poem and put it into my bag. It's still a little early for bed, so I decide to pull out the book Yuri gave me and continue reading. I also forgot how much fun reading was. My hobbies have pretty much always consisted of playing video games or reading manga. It's a nice change, I'd say. As I read, my mind keeps going back to the club and its members. I close my eyes and think to myself, Sayori, my best friend, she's a silly person, even a bit of an airhead. But that's what I adore about her. Natsuki, the manga-loving cute girl, seems like she has a temper and is trying hard to impress others, but it seems like she has her heart in the right place. Monica, the confident and popular girl, she really cares about the club and its members. Which brings me to Yuri, the shy and timid girl. She seems like such a great person, despite being reserved. I enjoy spending time with Yuri and would like to know more about her. I'm dwelling on this, aren't I? I should get some sleep. Sorry, another typo. Yeah. I can't help slipping into proofreading mode. Anyway, I should just get some sleep. Speaking of which, I should just get some sleep. Yeah, this seems like a good time to save the game. Yeah, it's cool. Like where it's going so far. It's fairly like vanilla DDLC so far, but I can start to see some, there's subtly different characterization. Like Yuri's a little more forthcoming, a little not quite as painfully shy as she is. In the original game, she's almost sort of a caricature of a shy person, whereas in this she's still shy, but not as shy, I guess is what I'm saying. different sets of choices available. That's interesting too. And yeah, we'll see where it goes. But yeah, that's enough for this recording. Until next time.